I want to get a sense from you on what demand looks like for the items that you auction off, given that we have risky assets like stocks, like Bitcoin flying so high. What does it look like all this year?
Well, we've just been through, in the last few weeks, our biggest auctions, art auctions so far this year, our May sales. We sold nearly 600 paintings over the course of a week. For a little over $630 million. So it's a pretty good barometer of interest and appetite. And I would say that it can only be viewed as an affirming moment for the art market because we had bidding from over 60 countries and a very high sell-through rate.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the bidders, how broad and how wide this audience is, and whether it's the same folks or you're really growing the audience?
Yeah, we absolutely very, very global audience. I mean, last year, in the full year, we had bidding from over 130 countries across our 55, department categories in art and luxury. So having 60 over the course of the week is, I think, again, affirming that there's a lot of global interest in the art market. I think it was particularly noteworthy that we saw strong demand coming from Asia.
I'm curious, too, about kind of the complexion of sort of, I guess, new art, if you will. A couple of years ago, NFTs were all the rage. I don't know what happened to them. But the idea that you had sort of this new breed of collectors coming in who wanted something more than just, the big masters or the big contemporary artists from the, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Are you finding a little bit more appetite for that, even if it's not NFTs, but the idea that we could see something new kind of come into this collectible space?
At any given moment, I think there's always interest in contemporary art, the art of now, because it, speaks to all of us, in some way. It reflects the issues and perspectives that, that we have and that we see reflected in front of us and all around us. So there's always interest in the art of today. This season was no exception. We have a sale that we call the Now Sale for exactly that reason that did quite well. Yeah. Artist records were set, new artists introduced to the secondary auction market, and we'll continue to see that over the course of this year.
How are you dealing with some of the upstart competitors in this space? I mean, we particularly saw this with some of the digital sales, other sort of companies that with a little bit more of an online presence, really trying to go at sort of the old guard, the Sotheby's and the Christie's of the world.
Well, first of all, Sotheby's, we turned 280 years old.
Congratulations.
Thank you, this year.
You don't look a day over 100.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And the heritage and global platform, how well established our brand is hugely important in how we operate. And so we're always innovating, and we're still at the forefront of our industry almost 3 centuries later. So we're used to welcome new competitors in the market, partly because we want to see access expand. We want more people to be discovering, experiencing, and ultimately collecting art. So if new competitors can help bring that to fruition, so that's great.
You say you're always innovating. You're also innovating on your fee structure as well. That started in late May. So you had a couple of auctions to kind of see how it works. What's the change, and who feels it more, the sellers or the buyers?
Right. Well, the first thing we did is to lower our buyer's premium. That's the commission that buyers pay when they buy a luxury object or a painting, from as high as 27% down to a flat 20%. So I like to say, if you can calculate the tip at your New York restaurant, you can calculate your buyer's premium at Sotheby's. It's very simple, it's very transparent, universally popular with buyers because it is lower and it is very simple and transparent. So it's been in place for about a month so far, and we are seeing significantly increased numbers of bidders in the auctions that we've had so far, which is exciting because, again, for us, this is about increasing our audience, expanding access to what we do.
I mean, looking a little bit longer term, I mean, you talk about the age of this company, 280 years old. I mean, and you look forward to maybe potentially the next 280 long after we're all gone here. How do you see the business overall evolving, if at all? Are there challenges that you're looking to already and saying, how do I position Sotheby's to sort of get through those challenges 10, 20, 50 years from now?
Well, absolutely. I mean, first of all, what is popular, what's of interest is constantly changing, and we have to be very attuned to that. We've moved into some luxury categories like game-used sports collectibles, for example. That's been an exciting growth category. I've set a lot of records in that category. Sneakers, certainly collector cars as well. So what we sell and how we source it is constantly changing. We're also finding ways to new sales channels. We're known for auctions, but we have nearly $1.5 billion of work that we sell privately, directly to sellers. We have retail, we have e-commerce. So we're expanding to more of a broader multi-channel marketplace business.